Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to use the Vital synthesizer in FL Studio. This will be a more in-depth video going over how to use it with your piano roll in the mixer, opening it up in the channel rack, and just some basic editing you can do with the presets on it. I did a previous video that shows how to install it to FL Studio, so if you're interested in that, I'll put a link in the description to that video if you need to install it yet. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get started here. So if you have a new project open in FL Studio like I do now, the first thing you're going to want to do is go over to your channel rack, open that up, and you can see it just has the default instruments loaded up. We're going to go to the plus symbol here, which is add new channel. If you look in the upper left hand corner here, it'll tell you if you hover over something what it does. So it's the hint panel. If I hover over that, you can see it says add new channel. We're going to add a new channel, and I'm going to go down to Vital here. That's the synth that we want to open. Click on that, it'll open it, and you can see it is now in our channel rack right here, Vital, and we have it selected with this little green outline. All right, so we got it open. The synth is working. If we test it right there, okay. Now, the next thing I usually do is I just add it to my mixer right away, because that is going to open up a lot more functionality within FL Studio for us. So I'm going to choose an empty insert here. Go with insert one. I'm going to right click, hover over channel routing, and then route selected channels to this track. Okay, so you can see Vital is in there. Now if we play something, it shows up. You can see the meter here. Let's choose some, maybe, so to select different presets in this, you can just go to the top here and switch between them. We'll try this one. That's a little bit more pleasant to listen to. All right, so we got it coming through our mixer. You can see the levels are showing up. That's good. And in the mixer here, you can set panning. So if you wanted to pan left or right, we can do that. All right, stereo separation, swap left and right channels, reverse polarity. So there's a lot of cool stuff that you can do here in the mixer. And you can see we have 10 slots here, and these are all going to be for other plugins that you can add on top of this one. So if we wanted to add, say, some delay and use Fruity Delay, we can use Fruity Delay, and that'll affect our Vital Synth here. So our Vital Synth will have delay from Fruity Delay here if we put it in one of these slots. And we can do that with anything we want. So I could add reverb as well. And now we have reverb on here. So you can hear that delay working. If I hit this little green button here, it's going to mute. So now the delay is turned off. It's just the reverb now, since we muted that. And if we turn that up a lot, turn it off. Okay. So that's how you can add more effects to this that are outside of the synth itself, which is pretty cool. Next, I'll go ahead and show you how to use the piano roll. So we want to make sure that up here, the Vital is selected. You can see it has the other 4 default instruments up there. We want Vital selected. And now you can just basically play with this. If you have a external keyboard, you can play with that. And you can draw in, if you want, you can just draw in the MIDI here. All right. And then this, if you bring this all the way back, hit space, that'll just play back what you have here. And let's say you wanted to add this now to your playlist. All you have to do is, since we have this piano roll currently selected here, we're on pattern 1. We're just going to click on pattern 1, right here. Just click on it, go to our playlist, and you can see when I hover over here, it's this paintbrush. Just click, and boom, there's our pattern 1, and it is exactly what is in our piano roll right here. So now, if I bring the slider all the way back and hit play, all right, and then I can click and hold and just repeat this pattern if I want. You can extend this, double click on it, and then add some more notes in there. All right, and you see it's affecting all the other ones. All right. Now, if you click this in this little corner here, you can make it unique. You can see it change to pattern 2, and now these two are completely different patterns, and changing one is not going to affect the other. All right, so that's just some basic adding to your timeline using patterns and piano roll. Now, if we go back to the Vital Synth, I'll just go over some basic features on how to edit the sounds in here. So you can see we have 3 oscillators, and these oscillators are going to be what's giving you the actual sound. Okay, so, and you can switch between what the sounds are here. So we have harmonic series, pink noise, pulse width. So if you can just cycle through these and try them out. You can see how any little change is gonna make it sound a lot different. So there's really unlimited possibilities here. It would take an unlimited amount of time to go through everything because there's an unlimited amount of options. But you can see here we also have this down here, this white noise. And so this is our sample switch. And what you can do here, you can see I can add a folder. And if you have any of your own sound files, you can add your own sound files here and then select this on. And you'll be able to play your own sound files mixed in with everything else that's going on here, which is pretty cool. So right now it's just white noise. You can hear we have that white noise in the background now. Sounds pretty awesome. All right. And you can change. Let's turn down that. So this level is going to change the amount. It's basically just changing the volume, how much sound is coming through for that white noise. All right. And same thing here. You can change. So now you can hear this middle one is being more pronounced. So you can adjust the levels for each of these depending on which one you want to be stronger, which one you want to be more in the background. So that's something cool you can do with that. And then if we look over here at our envelope, you can see we have delay. So this is going to delay the sound after you hit the key or after it plays the MIDI note. It's going to be delayed before the sound actually comes through. So if we increase that a little bit, you can see I was holding it for a little bit before it actually came in. Attack is basically going to ramp up the sound, so it's going to kind of fade in. You can see it ramps up there, so if you're trying to make it come in kind of slowly, fade in like that, that's pretty useful to extend the attack. Alright, so then Vital also has some built-in effects. So you can see it's already using a chorus, delay, distortion, equalizer, compressor, and reverb by default. So you can turn all these off if you want. If you just want to use, say, like your own effects here, like the delay and reverb that I have. Or you can use any number of these that you want. So you can see that phaser does sound pretty cool there. So that is pretty much just a basic overview of this synth and how to use it. You have all these effects. The voice here is really going to be where you're probably going to spend the most amount of time crafting your sound, and then you can add on these additional plugins on top of it. Use your piano roll to actually compose your music and create different patterns, things like that. But that is just a general overview of how to use Vital in FL Studio. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, and please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. So I will see you in the next one.